Okay, you know the feeling. You've spent hours, maybe even days crafting the perfect plan. I mean, it's beautiful. Every task is detailed, every step is mapped out. But then, when it's time to actually do the very first thing on the list, you just freeze. Sound familiar? Well, today, we're going to unpack a powerful mindset called impactability. And it's designed to shatter that paralysis and help you master the single hardest part of any project, just getting started.
This all starts with what we can call the procrastination paradox. It's this really weird thing that happens where the better your plan is, the harder it seems to be to actually start it. You've done all the hard thinking, you've created this perfect roadmap, and yet there you are, stuck at the starting line with the engine running but going nowhere.
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? For so many of us who are ambitious and organized, this is a super frustrating and honestly a really common feeling. The path is crystal clear, that first step is obvious, so why on earth does our brain slam on the brakes right when it counts? And yeah, this probably sounds painfully familiar. Your to-do list is sitting right there, task number 1 practically glowing. But then this vague sense of unease creeps in, and just like that, your brain bails. Suddenly, checking the news or scrolling social media feels absolutely essential. It's the classic escape hatch our brain pulls to get away from the pressure of that task.
So what's really going on here? What's the psychological root of this paralysis? Well, it boils down to something you can think of as the motivation gap. And listen, this isn't about being lazy, not at all. It's about how our brain calculates the distance between the effort we're about to put in and the reward we're hoping to get.
Let's look at a perfect example. Your action for right now is tiny and concrete. Write 1 paragraph. But your goal is huge and way off in the distance. Get 10,000 followers. You see that? That enormous chasm between the small, immediate effort and the massive, far-off result. That's exactly where motivation goes to die.
And when that gap is just too big, the payoff for writing that single paragraph feels like, well, basically nothing. It's vague, it's hazy. Your brain looks at that and thinks, is this even worth it? That doubt creates stress. And what's the brain's go-to response for stress? Find immediate comfort, which usually means distraction.
So, how do we fix this? The answer isn't a fancier to-do list or a new productivity app. It's a fundamental shift, a complete reframe in how we view the value of our effort. And this is where the impactability mindset comes into play.
Here's the key. You have to stop looking at your actions as just one tiny, insignificant step towards some distant goal. Instead, you have to start treating the effort itself as an immediate investment. The action you're taking right now has its own inherent value. Right here, right now, completely separate from the final outcome.
And this is the core idea. Impactability is that immediate return you get on your investment of effort. It's your growing power to make an impact, which in turn gives you what's called agency, the freedom and the power to actually influence things. So every single action you take, no matter how small, increases your impactability. Now, what's so cool about this is that it's not just a one-off mental trick. When you focus on building your impactability, you kick off this incredible positive feedback loop, a chain of empowerment where every action fuels the next one. It's how you build real, unstoppable momentum.
And here's what that chain reaction looks like. It starts with a simple action. That action builds a little bit of skill. Having more skill lets you create a bigger impact. And when you can create impact, you gain agency, that feeling of being in the driver's seat. And you know what agency leads to? A genuine sense of control over your world.
Honestly, this feeling of agency and control is the real prize. You could even say it's more valuable than whatever your original goal was. It gives you a solid foundation to be curious, to spot new opportunities, and to turn setbacks into advantages. It's the bedrock of resilience, and really, of happiness itself.
All right, let's bring this all home and make it super practical. How can you actually use this idea the very next time you're staring down that big task, feeling totally and completely stuck?
This is your new mantra. This is the script you run in your head. The moment you feel that hesitation, you consciously tell yourself, okay, this action right now, is going to improve my skill. My impactability is going up. You're focusing on the immediate win, on the momentum you're about to build.
So, at the end of the day, it's that simple. When you feel the paralysis creeping in, you stop staring at the distant mountaintop. You reframe the goal to be about the step right in front of you. You remind yourself that you're building impactability. And then you just act.
because now you know that every action, big or small, is its own immediate victory.